Welcome back to the channel, guys. Dwayne from Dynamic Graphics. Thank you for tuning in. So we reached a great milestone with the Mutoh, well over a year of ownership. And for some of you guys, that may seem impossible when it comes to DTF. So with that said, it's just great to see this machine here well over a year later. I went through a lot of research, asked a lot of questions, and the route that I went was the smartest route because I'm here now well over a year later and things are still growing smooth. And the support that I get from STS has just been great. So diving more in, if you guys don't already know, I am now working with STS. I've partnered with them. I'm gonna be working on a lot of training with them to bring a lot of information out to you guys. When it comes to Flexi, we're gonna get really deep into it. I wanna take you guys in the journey of what I'm doing and learning more about the programming, the Mutoh, and many other machines that STS has, and being at the facility to give you guys basically some transparency of how great these guys work and how innovative they are. So what to expect for the future videos? Well, we're gonna be more geared toward DTF and the Mutoh and STS itself. We're gonna be doing start to finish with Flexi and getting real deep into that at STS and in-house and go over a lot of things. I'm gonna be training very hard because I wanna expand my knowledge when it comes to a printer that I had for well over a year now. It's very capable of standing up and I want another 2-3 years out of it. And Flexi is just a fraction of what we're gonna get into. This is a journey, so you guys are gonna see, everything that I'm seeing and learning everything that I'm learning. This is a great company that I chose to follow, and it's just great to be a part of them now just because of how innovative they are. It just doesn't stop at DTF. I mean, these guys work with dye sublimation, echo solvent, UV, the list goes on. And there's another great machine I want to see when I go down there. I mean, I probably won't use it because it's a high production DTF machine, but if you guys know what I'm talking about the 64-inch 1682D. That printer looks so awesome. I can't wait to see it in person. I don't know what I would use it for, but anybody running high volume, I would say that it would be a great printer to use. But it's a lot of consumables out of that. I think it's got 8 white slots and you got your CMYKs throughout. But it would be great for you guys to see, the background of that as well too, and learning other parts of the company, the dye sublimation, UV, and even how the inks work, the solution and everything. And I got a little treat for you guys today. I'm gonna be on a phone conference with Shahar. He's updated my Flexi to the 22 finished version. And I'm just going over some quick stuff with him. And I wanted to ask him some questions to kind of help you guys out too at home, so you guys could kind of get further educated as well. So I'm glad to have you guys on this journey with me. You guys are gonna have so much fun and learn a lot. So I gotta save some space in this video because we have a lot of other things that we have to tackle. So we're gonna hit this job right here for the construction order that I'm working on, and we're gonna be doing it on the Mutoh. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do here, we're not gonna be working on the construction order just because I checked this file. And you guys know how this goes sometimes. Customers never send the right file sometimes. So I had to send it back and just try to see if he can get me a better file, which either is PNG, JPEG, or even PDF. What he sent me, I don't know who did his logo, but they gave him one file. They didn't even give him an SVG file to be able to utilize through social media or be able to put the garments. So we're not gonna focus on that right now. We're gonna be focusing on this order right here, which is for a nutrition company. It's 10 pieces. The reason I really wanted to do this one is because it would have been fun. It's a different material and it's a construction hoodie. So I would love to do that one with you guys, but I'll save that one for the future videos. But for now, we're gonna do this one. And what I have here already done is the logo. Now, she sent me the logo. It was great. It was PNG, but it still had a background. So I just had to eliminate the background. But what I like about this one, it has a lot of vibrant colors. That way, when we put it on Mutoh, and you guys will be able to see how good this comes out. Now, we have 10 pieces for this order, and one of them is purple. So we're all set up for the yellows because obviously you see everything works here, but not a lot of people will look and say, hey, I have a purple shirt. So we're gonna need to take this right here and change it to yellow to contrast better on that purple shirt, because purple on purple won't look too great. So that's something I'm gonna do for the last shirt there, but we're gonna run with this one for all 9 of these yellows right here. So we're gonna be doing Just small logos on the left's chest, and then we have some writing we have to do on the back, which is nutrition wellness stuff that we're going to be doing. So let's tackle it. All right, guys, so we got our image here. I put it through 720 by 1080. I just want to get the full vibrance and colors out of this. Plus, we're doing smaller logos, so I'm not going to be diving into too much ink in the highest setting. So I need to get these to about 4 inches in width and in height as well too. So this looks like a good number for me, 4 point by 1, 4 point by 3. So I can roll with that. And let's just, we need 9 of these. So we're gonna do 9, and then I think I want to just tone this one down real quick though. So we'll do 2, 4, 2, so 4, 2, and then get those down. So now it drops it to high 3, almost 4. It's just a little bit shy. So I needed to be right around those areas. And then we're good on that. I don't really have to worry about any choke or anything, because this image I already put through and rasterized it, so everything is going to be accurate for me on there. So let's get the print. Just going to run the rip. All right, she's good. So she's going to send it to the printer, and then we're going to get ready to print that one, so you guys can see the colors coming out of that as well too. This is a good image. I mean, it's got a lot of colors throughout the whole thing, and this is where the Mutoh shines. I mean, it gives great prints. So don't want to, in this settings right here, I have my platen on for this, but I'm going to cancel it as well. So you could hit this button right here to just, you're not canceling the heat platen, you're just canceling the wait time for the heat platen. So if you just press this, it'll get ready to print. And from with the new update too, it seems to be that the speed has gotten way better on the best setting. So there's a lot of stuff that got ironed out when it came to the update. Before we get into that, I want you guys to see the, the quality. Now look at that. That is awesome. The colors are so vibrant. Yeah, I can't wait to see these on the yellow shirt. So let's get the adhesive on here and let's cure them, so that way we can start getting these pressed down. All right, guys, so I got my image here. They're all cured, ready to go to be stamped on the shirt. I'm just waiting for the heat press to heat up. But we're gonna be doing them on the yellows, and we're gonna be doing them on the left side. I don't know if the camera view is throwing you off, but this is the left side from my view when you put on the shirt. So we're gonna pop them here, and then we still have some stuff to do for the back, and we're gonna get that done as well too. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so we're gonna be wrapping this one up. I went ahead and did the purple one just because I'm trying to fit a lot into this video. So we're gonna go ahead and do the backs so we can wrap this up, so we can jump on and catch up with Shahar and get some useful tips. Like I said, this is gonna be just a small fraction. What we'll be talking about today is gonna be going more in depth. Like I said, we're gonna be there at the facility, getting a lot of training and stuff. And not only that, doing a lot of demonstrations at home. You guys can get, you know, all the information, check out all the settings that I'm doing it with. That way, when you guys get your products, that you guys already have an idea of what's going on. All right, guys, so another useful thing I've been keeping track of is my white. So I started off with my full cart and full bags, and I've been trying to track the accuracy from the chip to what ink is in my bags. So from what I've been checking, it's gotten a lot better when you from where we came before, because I'm honestly matching what I have in my bags right now. So if you guys are trying this at home too, just to, you know, keep track of, you know, the balance between your smart card and your ink, that has a lot to do with probably the Flexi and all the updates that went on to kind of pinpoint the numbers between the two to be more accurate, because I know this is a big issue we had before. So good thing for you guys to keep track of. I started doing it just with the whites because that was the new ones I switched out since we got the circulation system. So from where I seen it on my screen, is pretty accurate to what's going on my bags now. So I'll let you guys know more about that once I get out of these smart cards in the bags to really pinpoint where it is. But it's gotten a lot better. We were on 22 platforms still for Flexi.
Yeah.
We're on, and this is still 22.
Yeah, 22. 22 just released like a couple of months ago.
So
basically, the new setting, you have still good, better, and best.
Yep.
Everything is new. New setting, new profile, and you have also we stuck with a 720 by 1440.
Okay.
You know, we find this is a new resolution for the 720 at 1080.
Yep.
It all will give you actually same quality as a 720 by 1440.
Okay.
And faster. Now you also have a white mode or gold, silver, and glitter mode. We have white garment on CMYK only. So basically, if you put on white garment and it's solid white.
Yep.
You know, so it's like white garment or light garment, you don't need to print white underneath. You know, you can go ahead and use this profile. To release the hot peel, so it's going to be probably he's in the ocean right now. You know, like a full container.
Okay.
Of film for the hot peel, because it took a long time to create a good hot peel in the industry. You know, to get the details, you know, because the hot peel will not transfer like a small font or something, you know, it will not transfer details.
Yep.
And the new one, what we create, actually transfer everything. Even if you have one PT font, it will transfer.
Okay.
So, but we create already a profile for it. So you have the hot peel, you have high density, and you have max gamut. So the max gamut will give you like more details. Like if you print image of photo image or person or something,
yep,
it will show better skin tone. It will show you better details like forest. You know, it will show you more details. Then usually all the customer, and this is why we put it as a default. We put it as a high density because people want to see, you know, on shirt, they want to see pop color.
Yep.
They don't want to see dark, okay? So, listen, the most important I want to tell you on the Flexi, I see a lot of people.
Yep.
That, for example, over here, they start to mess up with the setting here, or I saw some customer moving the heater to 40 Celsius. Or 41 Celsius is basically, you know, the heater button is is really hot and dry the nozzles.
So, and that's a good topic I wanted you to touch on with that too.
That, we should not change any setting here because everything is dialed out with all the information. Because I saw a lot of people, hey, you have ink running out. Because what's happening, they're also buying like not qualified media or no good media.
Yeah.
And when they're printing, you can see like dripping white on the media, because the media is not because the profile is not good, it's the media not holding the amount of ink. So what other people are doing, they're drying the ink on the pattern fast, but the other hand they're drying the head faster.
And not only that, when people get a head strike off of this, and on media like that too,
Definitely.
I had somebody ask me, you know, you're saying that it leaves something on the head and it will clog it up. What is that? When the head runs over the media and it knocks it, what's
on the media has a coating.
Yep.
And one coating is benzoline material. You know, that is a kind of glue. You know, it's like a solvent that is kind of glue. You know, and that's what affecting the clogging the nozzles. But when you see like clogging, if you see head strike, you can see you don't missing only yellow, or only magenta, or only cyan, or only white.
Yeah.
You will see like line that's missing number of nozzles, you know.
And where it's striked at.
Yeah, and then you can see right away what is it, you know.
Is there a way to come back from that?
Yeah, we have the plug buster, the nozzle buster solution.
Mm-hmm.
So the nozzle buster solution is basically, as soon you have it, put it right away in the cup top, and then let it sit for 12 hours.
And that's what I had somebody asked a lot of us that on the forums. They were asking, hey, SCS dropped this new buster stuff. How do you use it?
The plug buster is designed for the head strike, okay? Because we also sometimes we have a head strike, you know, in the demo machine and so on, and we have in our R&D lab machine, and a couple times they have a head strike, because remember they're not the printing guys, they're engineering, you know, they're engineering like chemical engineer.
Yeah.
So they have some some issue with a head strike. So yeah, definitely the plug buster is the nozzle buster solution is designed for the head strike. But right now we also start to put it in the line, and we see that's also help. You know?
So it's something for the future you guys want to come out in bags with.
Yeah, it's going to be in the future in bags. Yeah.
Now, question, Shar, what makes Buster different than the cleaning solution that we use?
So the cleaning solution is basically a little bit is the same as a vehicle of the ink.
Yep.
It just has a lower pH level.
Yep.
And basically is make moisture for the line. That's it. That's only what it does. The clean solution, you know, it's just to push the ink. Is not something for cleaning. You know, it's cleaning the line because it make it wet. You know.
Yeah.
And when you flush the line, it also helps to the line to move all the pigment access, and you know, it's the same as you unclog the plumbing.
Yeah.
But because you have a pH level, very low pH level, you know, it's also clean the line. The pigment will move. The Buster solution, the Buster nozzle clog solution, is basically has three or four different surfactants that actually break the pigment.
Yep. And this is good science we got to hear, because I tell everybody, man, I mean, STS, you know, they're not people that just slap labels on a bottle and hand them out. You guys actually formulate your stuff, and you guys test all your stuff. You guys make sure it's compatible for all the machines, because not every solution is out here is going to be safe for every machine.
No, not at all. You know, even for us, even we know that you work. We testing it for about 60 to 60 to 80 days, you know, and again, when we do the testing, when you do a chemical composition testing, is you take every part of the machine that's touching the ink or the liquid solution.
Yep.
You basically, you dip it for, you basically take every component and you scale them with a very sensitive scale, okay?
Yep.
You scale the material, and when you scale the material and then you dip it for 48 hours, okay, with the solution, and then after 48 hours, you scale it again. You scale it again, and you can see if it absorbs anything. So it is no weight. We see how the cleaning solution affect the gasket, the rubber, the tubing. You know, it's many different tubing. You know, different silicone tubing, different EPDM rubber gasket. Is many different component in the machine.
Yeah, it sounds complex.
Touching. So we take each component, we put it in the scale before, dip it in the solution for 48 hours, take it out, and then we measure, you know, to see if it's expand.
Yep.
If shrink, if even the weight is more, that means it's not compatible. Or if it's shrink or expand, that means also it's not compatible.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of testing, you know, and especially for us, you know, when we have a lot of machine under warranty, if we make mistake, it costs a lot of money.
Well,
you know?
that's why I like the transparency from STS, because you guys obviously have no problem explaining these things, because I think when it comes to a lot of companies, especially with these Chinese printers and even the you know, the consumables it comes with, it's not really tested. It's passed down. It's relabeled. There's a lot of stuff that, and the shelf life is never accurate, because you don't know how long these inks come around from overseas up here and how long they've been sitting, and if they're even safe enough to put in your machine. So you've seen, I've been through it. I tested out with, you know, the rechargeable carts, and it's probably, you know, even though you were telling me don't do it, but Dwayne, you can go ahead and do it. You're gonna learn.
This is your printer.
I learned.
What you want? You can take a 5-pound hammer.
I own it at the end of the day.
It's your printer. You know, you can put any ink. You know, no one will stop you to put any ink in your printer. The question is, you know, how much you're really saving. Like, you're saving $50 a liter, and you know, if you go and print it, if you calculate it by print, you may save 3-4 cents, maybe 5 cents a print.
I noticed that.
For 5 cents a print, you're going to lose your warranty, no support. And think about all the upgrade, you know, even you have the machine almost a year, or a little bit more over a year.
Yeah, we're about to be, I think I was one of the first ones to buy them.
So look how many upgrades you got for free.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we don't ask for any upgrade fee or anything, and we always support the product. So, you know, that's money that's basically cover the support. You know, we can go to different route. We can say, okay, you know what?
You know, a lot of the parts that I didn't understand when we were talking, I think earlier in the year when I was doing it, was the degassing. What degassing has to do with air in your lines as well too. You know what I mean? If
micro bubble, yes.
Yeah. If you don't poke your head up in that machine and just check while you're doing things on your own like that, I think that's where a lot of people are getting themselves stuck as well too, because maybe they're doing something wrong and introducing air into their lines, and they're noticing as that air is getting down, it's burning out the head.
You know, of course, yeah. The air is basically the cancer of print head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's you overheat, you know, the membrane for the print head, and also, you know, I was like, a couple of times I was talking with some customer, and you know, even customer that has the machine for almost 6-7 months, they say, what gasket? This little rubber, I never change it. You know, I say, hey,
But
you
that,
don't know that, you know, yeah, go ahead, change it.
but
No, no
that's why we're gonna bring more awareness now to help a lot of people home. DTF is still building and it's still growing, and there's still a lot of factors. And with a lot of the preventive maintenance we can keep now, and I can tell the people like, hey, I've been through the carts, I've been through it all. There's a company that's, you know, basically taking care of these situations in these printers with testing things out, the inks, the solution, and everything is made compatible for these machines. So I think a lot of people are not seeing that, and they're feeling like how I felt when I first bought mine. I bought this machine, I want to now buy ink from this company, I want media from this company, and I want to buy, you know, wet capping solution for a different company. And it's just like you said, you really don't save much doing that, because I noticed I spent more trying to find a way to make it cheaper, only to find out it was putting me down in my machine by messing things up. And luckily we caught him fast. Now you're telling us that we're gonna now have a nice piece to go into the machine to circulate as well too.
Yeah, it's going to be built-in ink circulation as well, you know. And the nice about that is basically the ink circulation built-in. You're basically going to have less cleaning, you know, less maintenance, less cleaning. You know, it's fantastic. You know, you come in the morning, you do short clean, and that's it. Then you're up and running.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So with that piece going in there, that's gonna take a lot more strain off the white, because we don't really have to worry about CMYK if you're running bulk system.
Exactly. No. And we're going to inform the customer, you know, that if they're not using more than 1 liter per month, you know, maybe every 3 weeks to 1 liter a month, it's no point to buy 1 liter. They can use, we release 440 milliliter cartridges.
Yep. So there's the middleman now. There's yep.
So it's the same price. It may cost maybe $2 more. Like if you take, like right now you pay for, I think you pay 129 for 900 milliliter. So the 440 is basically 450 milliliter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be half of it, you know, probably $69 or $65 a cartridge.
Yeah. So now you guys have the 220, the 440, and now the 900.
And then it's the 440. You don't need to circulate it. You just come in the morning, shake it, because you have a space in the bag to shake.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's saddle in the middle, so it's not suck everything from the bottom. I saw a lot of people, you know, taking different media. It's not compatible with the media, or the media is not good, and increasing the price, the heater to 45, 40 or something, like crazy Celsius that is basically clogged the head because the heat temperature.
So would you say where it's at and everything, the platinum's set for a safe point even for the head?
Yes, exactly. Try to even printing off, you know, like the example, you know, if you look at the 360, because it's a fast mode and it's moved fast.
Yep.
We don't want to try the nozzles. You can see on our setting it's disabled. It's not even on.
So show me that one more time.
So right over here, for example, you take the preset. On the preset, you can see it's off. The platinum.
Yep.
Off.
Oh.
It doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter over here. This one also needs to be off. And only the point is the Flexi control the heater plug.
So it's not MSM.
It's not MSM.
So now with the problem that we had before, where you would disable it in MSM, but it would still, Flexi would still run it. Now, with the setting on the high density, now it won't even come up. No heat will come up for the plat. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And now every time you move to different setting, like if I go to better and I open another image, each resolution has its own profile, own setting. So if customer, you know, all our customer will not change it, you should be printing fantastic. Look at the 360 by 1080 now, what you're getting, the resolution, you know?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better.
It's a lot better. And think about what 720 by 720 will be.
Yeah.
1080, you know.
Now, I know there's probably a couple people like, hey, why can't we go back to one of the old tabs for best setting? Do they have that option? What was it? 720 by 14. What was it? 1440?
We don't need that anymore.
So the best setting, 720 by 1080, is probably the best, even over 720 by 1440.
Even for 720 by 1440, you don't need it, you know. But we did it because a lot of customer using it, you know, and they don't need that speed anymore. You know, we want to get the machine faster as possible. So basically, people can print more and more. You know, this is what our goal.
So this is definitely going to help them up their print count.
Oh yeah, because they were printing 720 by 1440, now they can print 720 by 720 and get the same resolution.
Yeah, I ain't arguing with that. I'm not arguing with that.
So if half of the speed, why not? You know?
Yeah.
Less passes.
All right. So do you have another thing that's running through the Flexi that we should be aware of too? Maybe a useful tool?
So basically, like over here, you know, not changing any setting. The white density is the big thing. You know, the white density, the black and the white, that is the big setting. You know, so basically, don't forget to go to white option.
Yeah.
Variable under, and you can select with the white, without the white, and that's it.
Awesome. Awesome.
But the preset is the most important because all the preset right now is a G7 certified. So basically all the grayscale, all the pattern color will do a much better job for that.
And it's more accurate now for the Pantone.
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, so I just got two more questions before I let you go, Shahar. So media error. We got a lot of people asking about media error that they're getting. Maybe they're changing the rollouts. What can they do?
So basically a couple things. So number one, you go to remote, make sure on advanced setting, you put the length of the media, like, okay, so as soon you get new media, put it in 95 meter. Okay, 95 meter is about 300 feet.
Yep.
Is about 300 feet. But when you buy from SDS Media, it's 328 feet. But you always want to get, you know, about a couple feet warning before it's completely done.
Now, you see how mine still says, I've reset mine, I know how to do it, but I know there's a lot of people that don't. Why would mine still say media and roll at my, on my printer info?
Okay, so basically, and by the way, if you put in 91 media,
yep,
you should put over here, printer stop should be on. Okay, because there's no point to put the media length without the printer stop.
Yeah, because I've seen somebody do that. They're printing and then the media is going and it doesn't stop them at a threshold. So,
they have head strike.
So that's a...
Yeah, if you go over here to media setting.
Okay.
Some customer has it, you see, media initial.
Yep.
Some people has it as off. Okay? And if it's off, look what's happened now. Lift the lever and put the lever down.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
If you open it now, and then put it down.
All right, it's back down.
Did he move?
Nope.
You see, it's off. You see, it's like you read it like you have a median.
Oh, so it's reading it like I already have the media in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can go over here. You can say, okay, top it with or just with, and then update. And you see over here the width. Hold on.
Yep, and I see the printer doing its thing.
Yeah.
So once more, just go over that last one, which was an important one, and I swear this could save a lot of people, is what you said right there was with the media stop. I seen a couple people put this, they let the thing feed out, they didn't know how much media they had, it pulled and stayed with the tape on the cone, and it didn't stop. So this is a good safety feature for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, so number one, you know, if you upgrade to 1.06 firmware, CO firmware 1.06, and you go to a remote panel, okay? On the remote panel, you have a media setting.
Yep.
On the media setting, you have rear edge sensor adjust, okay? What it does, if you don't use SDS media and you want to use a different media, it's okay. You can use however media you wish. But you need to adjust, because we're printing on clear film, okay? Because we are printing on the clear film, we have to do opacity, okay? So basically the sensor will check the opacity of the media, because every media has a different opacity.
Opacity, yep.
So we can go to rear edge adjust sensor, you click start, and basically it will tell you, put the media, is do calibration, remove the media, put the calibration, and then you're good to go. You can use any media you wish.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one option. The second option, what we discussed, is basically you go to media setting, to advanced setting. Make sure you have roll number 1 or roll number 2. You can do up to 3 rolls with no issue. For example, you have roll number 1 is 24 inch, roll number 2 can be
13 by, yep.
And you do 91, and then you see print stop. So print stop has to be on, because what happened after 90, if it's off over here, okay, if it's off, what's going to be happen is the printer
It's gonna keep feeding.
is empty, but it's not going to turn off the printer.
Oh my God, I would hate to see something like that going on.
Because you do, printer stop is on. So what's happening right now, every time you will go down, it will work. However, the machine only count, okay? The machine only count if you can go over here, for example, and you can say, okay, take, so if you lift the lever and pull media, the machine will not calculate it, because you don't know how much media you pull.
Yeah.
But if you want to pull media, the safer one, you can go to media feed. For example, you want to take 2 inch, 5 inch or something, you can do feed, and basically you will feed 2 inch, okay, and then you can cut the media.
Yep, I see the 2 inches pop out. Yep.
Yeah, and do like this, print info now. Hold on. Is right over here. Hold on, let me do update. And then you can see it's moving. You know, it will move the. So, for example, if I put over here 100 meter, I do update, and I go. You see here 100.
Yep.
And if I go to feed media and I say, okay, take, for example, 50 centimeter out, or for example, 8 inch. You see, you move the media forward.
Yeah. Yep. And you can always release the lever and feed it back, wind it back.
Or you can go over here and move it back. But yeah, you can do that what you want.
Yep. Yep.
You see what's happened? 99.8.
So that's how you make it accurate now.
Yes.
All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I wanna thank Shahar for going over some stuff with us. There was more to this video with Shahar. I just kind of had to cut it out with the timeline of this video. But moving forward, we're gonna be diving more deep into Flexi, starting from the basics and getting more in depth with Shahar and the team from STS, and learning a lot more about the Mutoh and a lot of stuff that STS has to offer. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting the channel and all the new subscribers. Thank you guys for your support. So that wraps up this video. We have a lot to learn on the future videos, so hopefully you guys are ready for that. This is Dwayne from Dynamic Graphics. Thank you guys for joining me. Till the next video, guys. Peace.